I've been interested on the string and everything. The first time they were running it and died up there, and they had to back to the station.
Alrighty. Fifth opening in the horses in the horse stable. Look at the fifth opening.
And welcome aboard the Carillon Park Railroad. We are embarking on a grand circle tour of Carillon Historical Park and a holiday journey through the Dayton region's unique history. As a reminder, everyone stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, legs, and heads inside the coach at all times. And as always, join Santa Claus in keeping an eye on your little ones. Speaking of Santa, you can write a letter to him across the way at Newcom Tavern. Built in 1796, it is Dayton's oldest standing structure, serving as a home, tavern, general store, courthouse, and the centerpiece of Dayton's 1896 centennial celebration. On display in Newcom Tavern is the cabinet that served as Dayton's first post office. We'll make sure your letter to Santa makes it to the big guy himself. Department store annual Christmas parades. Canal wait for you ahead. This original section of engineered waterway is part of the 248-mile-long water highway finished in 1849 and known as the Miami and Erie Canal, finally connecting Lake Erie with the Ohio River. This transportation conduit meant raw materials and finished goods could flow quickly in and out of Dayton. At Christmas, it meant Daytonians had access to special treasures, like fresh oranges and lemons for Christmas morning. And when the canal froze over, it meant ice skating. Automobile self-starters, bicycles, trains, Conestoga wagons, and canal boats. You'll find lots of transportation history here at Carillon Park. Say, speaking of transportation, you know it takes wheelwrights to build wagon wheels, and shipwrights to build canal boats. But did you know it takes Wilbur-Wright to build airplanes? And the most important airplane of them all is here in the Wright Brothers National Museum. Our 1905 Wright Flyer 3 is a National Historic Landmark. Inside this four-building complex, the invention of practical flight is explained using the largest collection of Wright family artifacts on exhibit anywhere in the world. Did you know that after the brothers' 4 successful flights in December of 1903, they were excited to return to Dayton for Christmas dinner? Waiting for them, among other items, was roast turkey, winter squash, succotash, bread and butter pickles, Christmas cake, and tapioca pudding. us here at Carillon Park, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we thank you for riding the Carillon Park Railroad.
Take care.
We're going to train. Sandwich, I'm okay.
Do you fall through? Yeah. It is surprising.
That sounds like a grand idea.
I hope you enjoyed that little train ride. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us out. Alright, catch you guys later.